Gang in this bitch. Gang in this bitch.
Hey,
What happened?
Welcome to my perspective podcast, man. I'm your host, Big Homie Smiles, man.
it's your girl. They call me PYT.
This your girl, the one and only Jamie V. Oh
We
man.
appreciate y'all for tapping in, man. Thank y'all. This is episode 2, season number 2
Mm-hmm.
of the greatest fucking podcast in the motherfucking world. And if you ain't know that, you know that shit now, bitch.
Amen.
And
Amen.
today,
Let the church say amen.
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 Amen. Amen.
Amen.
Girl, who in the background? Where your piano at?
Oh, you know what? I'm not even at the house today. Today I'm on the road. We traveling with it today.
Oh,
I,
okay.
I left my laptop. I've been out, so I ain't got my laptop. So I'm on my cell phone. I ain't in the house, so when I ain't in the mansion, you already know I'm in the whip.
Well,
gotcha.
I'm in my little itty bitty apartment. So
It's okay. You got a place, a roof over your head, clothes on your back, and food on your table. Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
no, I was just making. I was just being a smart ass because you said I had a little shoebox.
That's not what I said. Don't put words in my mouth.
P. What she say?
I don't even remember. I ain't finna
Thank
lie.
you, P. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
cool.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
cool.
So
But
since you started last time, Jamie, I'm gonna go ahead on and go first.
so
With
before
DC?
we start, we're gonna tell all the viewers today's episode is honoring
Oh,
mothers. Happy Mother's Day. Mother's Day is gonna be Sunday, May 11th. So
yeah,
today we wanted to talk about mothers, honor mothers, etc., etc. Smiles.
yeah,
You go.
yeah. Shout out to PY because she always keep us in the fucking order. She cracked that whip. You see how she cracked that whip on our
She
ass?
always do that.
The-
I hope
She cracked
P, do
that
you have
motherfucker,
my
but she cracked it so gracefully though. You hear me? She cracked the
do
whip
you have my
gracefully.
my topics?
Yes, I got
Huh?
them.
Okay, amen. Amen. Thank you. I never have my
Amen.
topics.
Preach. Preach, preacher.
PY is the
Okay.
woman. Go ahead
You
with
said
DC
pre
as
you
DC
said
time.
PY to what?
PY is my girl.
Man, shut your bad ass up. There you go pissing me the fuck off before I do my shit.
That pissed you off. You need to seek therapy.
Yeah, because you always saying that.
Oh, even P got the wine. Oh man, I'm out here with the goddamn.
I
I got
got my tequila.
Oh, you don't need
you got your paper
you.
towels?
You, you said I got my what?
Your paper towels?
Oh yeah, you know when I drink that tequila, I get to sweat like a crackhead.
Man, don't be drinking and no, don't do that.
All right, so as DC turn. All right, y'all. I mean, DC been turning up for me. I feel like since I've been having this segment as DC turns, a lot of fucking drama just been happening back to back. So we gonna kick it off with something positive in the DMV. RG Simba, I talk about him a lot. He is an artist. Sorry, y'all. My bad, my bad. He is an artist. He is an artist. He is an artist that has just been released from prison, and he recently did. He went on Twitch for his first time since he's been released. And it went great. He was on this dude named Rue Reacts, who is a streamer in the Maryland area. So Simba is getting back into the swing of the internet and Twitch. He's a very popular artist where I'm from in the DMV area. So he's definitely making some moves. He got a 20 versus 1 coming up
Oh, that's
with
dope.
Bebe ENT. So that's gonna be something good to keep his little buzz. Because what rappers don't know is like when you're incarcerated, if you're a person that's real popular in the area, you got to do things that's always going to continue to garnish clout at the end of the day. Because these young people is about clout and it's about how much they can see you. You know what I'm saying? So if they can see you a lot, his buzz continue to grow, and he make good music. So shout out to RG Simba, welcome home. Also, I
Shout out to
noticed that
RG
he
Simba.
posted.
You the one got me on RG Simba. Shout out to RG Simba.
Shout out to that man. And I noticed that he posted, I think that's his mom. So shout out to RG Simba mom. It's her birthday today. And also shout out to my ex. It's my ex birthday today. So you know what I'm saying? Shout out to RG Simba mom and shout out to my ex. You know what I'm saying? She turned
The
50
one that
today.
broke your heart.
The one that broke my motherfucking heart. She turned 50 today though.
She turned 50.
Yeah, she turned
That's a
50.
vintage pussy. That's vintage pussy. I'm here for it. I'm here for the
Yeah, that was my old glass of wine.
Okay.
Hey, Smile, since you a boy, how do you eat your banana? Do you eat it like this? Or do you
You
cut
said
it up?
how do I eat a banana?
Mhm.
I break it. I don't put that shit in my mouth. That's gay.
Okay.
I break the banana. If you a real nigga and you don't break your banana and you just putting a banana face first, raw dog in the banana, you might like sucking dick.
I've never sucked dick, but I like eating a banana.
Well, you a
I'm sorry,
woman.
we off topic.
Okay.
You are too. You are
No, I'm
too,
a different type. I'm a different type of woman. I'm a real nigga. I'm a real nigga woman.
Shut the fuck up.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a real nigga woman, and there's certain things that I can't do. I can't take the banana to the face. I gotta break it.
What about a
I
glizzy?
can't. No, but ice cream. I can't lick ice cream. I gotta bite it.
You bite.
a boy.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
but
bite
most
ice
boys
cream.
say that. A lot of boys say that. They'll bite the ice cream like it's an ice cream. Just suck on it.
Yeah, it's ice cream. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Hell
ice
no.
cream.
What I look like? What I look like taking a fucking cone and licking that joint?
Oh shit! What? Do it again. That don't keep turning me on. That don't keep turning me
You a
on a little bit.
don't make me come to Arizona and beat the shit out you.
Hey,
All right, so next on my ass, DC turns. So we got Q the Fool. Q the Fool has been dropping back-to-back bangers. This nigga not playing with niggas out here in DC. So he just dropped another video. So if y'all not hit the Q the Fool, make sure y'all tap in with him on YouTube and on Instagram. The
he
nigga is
seem like every week because every As DC turn, it's like you saying he dropped a new song.
the nigga dropping a new song every motherfucking week. He not playing with him. He consistent as shit.
How important to be in that industry as far as being an entertainer, rapper, singer, whatever, to constantly, consistently drop? You got to drop like 3 songs a week. What? Because you always saying he's dropping every time.
Yeah, I feel like in that area in particular, in order to continue to have your buzz and in order to continue to keep a stagnant, I mean, not a stagnant, in order to keep a rising buzz, you actually got to drop at least 3 to 4 times a week, actually, because in DC, because DC is such a non, I'm not going to say a non-factor, but we're not really a factor in the industry. You know what I'm saying? We are starting to become a noticeable factor, but we're not really a factor as of right now. So when you got artists, consistent artists like Q the Fool, RG Simba, you know what I'm saying? Who else be dropping consistently? Fat Trail, Big Flop. It's a lot of other artists that drop No Savage, Gizwap, all them niggas, they drop consistently, and so it makes other people from other areas tap in with them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my recommendation for artists. Like, I don't know how it is if you're not a rapper, but I think artists in general, they gotta actually flood people. Like for me, right? I'm a content creator and I'm a blogger. I'm known where I'm from for flooding people motherfucking timelines with me, nigga. So if I could do it, anybody else could do it. It's just a way to keep you more. People see you more. They feel like, oh, you know, I know that person. You know what I'm saying? And then they feel like they more of a fan. I don't know.
Got you.
Yeah. Okay. And then the last part of As DC Turns is the nigga Ant Glizzy is beefing now with Gizwap.
Wow.
Remember I told y'all, you know what I'm saying? This shit took me by storm. You hear me?
That's what you wanted. That's
all
what
up.
you wanted. You wanted Aunt Glizzy to be on his crazy shit, right? He giving it to you.
Yeah.
That's what you wanted.
I did want that nigga to be on this crazy shit, and he back on the crazy shit. So now the nigga beefing with Gizwap, right? He said now he's making this alleged information is saying that Gizwap is hot.
And what's
Now,
hot again?
Do he got paperwork?
Oh,
He got
listen.
paperwork?
no paperwork has come out. No paperwork has come out about the nigga Gizwap being hot. But it may be some haters or somebody within Ant crew that just gave Ant some information. But the thing is that Gizwap has such a strong following. I'm reading the comments, and the motherfuckers is like, we don't give a fuck about that shit. Where the paperwork? This nigga just came home. Fuck you, Ant.
So if it was
So
oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
If there was a versus, like just battle for battle, who do you have? Who you think will win?
Ant Glizzy versus Gizwap versus.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, to be fair, I'm not even gonna be no hater. I ain't even gonna be no hater, y'all. I'm gonna be fair. And I'm gonna be real, right? So I was once an Ant Glizzy fan. I was an Ant Glizzy fan. Ant Glizzy is older than Gizwap. Let me let y'all know that. So Ant Glizzy catalog is way longer than Gizwap. So a versus Ant Glizzy versus Gizwap, Ant Glizzy gonna take the crown for sure. But Gizwap got more. He got more of a base though. He got more. See, Ant Glizzy got an old base. Gizwap got the new generational base. So he got more fans of the YNs. But Ant Glizzy got like old YNs. Like he got the old niggas. Like he got a song what I'm booted up, I'm having fun. Boot up, boot up. He got a lot of songs. The nigga got some crank.
He got the old Bamas, right? Did you say that mean like an old head? Bama could be mean an old head too, right?
Yeah, he an old Bama. He an old Bama. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But his catalog, because he came up under Shot Glizzy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Ant Glizzy catalog is way longer than them nigga fucking Gizwap. But I think, as a matter of fact, I think actually it'll be neck and neck. I think a Gizwap and Ant Glizzy versus will be neck and neck, but I do think Ant Glizzy will win because his catalog of fits better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got you.
So that's all with as DC turns, Ant Glizzy back hating. You know what I'm saying? That's what we want from him. We need more hating ass Ant Glizzy. None of this cooking with Mercedes bullshit. We don't give a fuck about you cooking with your bitch or none of that shit.
Cooking with Mercedes.
We don't give a fuck about that shit. But he went to we like him going out to places. Now him and Mercedes did go out to Golden Corral. I like when Ant Glizzy take us on the places where he go out to eat because the nigga funny and people realize be pulling up on Ant Glizzy and Ant Glizzy really be nervous but he carry a Glock, so he nervous but he will shoot. A nervous nigga gonna kill you, so I would suggest anybody pulling up on that nigga, they better make sure they strap because he will blow that bitch.
You can carry out there?
You have a concealed and carry, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But the nigga Ant Glizzy a bitch though, cause he ain't trying to put them gloves on and fight Cuda Fool. He know Cuda Fool gonna put them motherfucker dun-dun-duns on him.
Hey, I need both of your hands on that wheel, okay?
I could drive with my knee.
I believe you. My best friend do that shit.
Yeah.
I'm vertically challenged, so I can't.
See?
Man, the guy in the back nervous.
That's a woman, bitch.
Oh, my bad. I can't see. I apologize.
All right, but that's all for my SDC turn, though.
This for me. I apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah, put them glasses backwards, huh?
I did. I apologize. I mean, I didn't know.
Nah, she down too. She don't mind. She a real nigga too. You got two real niggas in the car. We don't want to play that bullshit.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Next topic. I don't know which way.
I'll go next.
Am I
That's Miles. That's me.
That's crazy because I'm pointing at Smiles in my camera.
You know
Okay.
what? That's crazy because when I be watching the episode, sometimes when I be pointing, I'm thinking that I'm pointing at you or I'm pointing at Smiles, and then it's like I'm pointing at the opposite. So
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
I know. I gotta remember if I'm pointing this way, I really gotta point this way for you to see it and point that way.
okay. So topic. Second topic. I would like to talk about because the last episode we kind of talked about it and we kind of got upset because Smiles made the comment about placeholders.
Placeholders, bitch.
So,
I
um,
cleaned it up though, y'all. I cleaned it up.
you cleaned it up, but I would like to talk about the vessels, the big sisters, the aunts, the cousins, the godmothers, people who step in and step up in kids' life and children's life, and they may not have a mother that's there. Their mother may have passed away. Whatever the circumstance, you kind of have filled that role. So I would like to talk about, that. Like, how do we feel about that? Or have we ever played roles like that in the kids' lives that's in our lives?
Of course, I was a placement holder in Smiles perspective.
Vessel, 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 vessel.
I definitely was a placeholder. I raised my nieces and nephews like they were mine. I was there when my niece was born. I said exactly what time she was going to be born, and she came out exact time. When she graduated, because she graduated during COVID, so she didn't have a real graduation. She
Mm-hmm.
pulled me to the side and was like, "Auntie, you are like my second mom," and that just filled my heart. I give that. I give Mother's Day gifts sometimes. Sometimes I get gifts, but the gifts is not important. It's
Yeah.
more so just the appreciation. Shout out to the placement holders and Smiles perspective.
I
That
said vessel, man. Quick, come on, man.
The vessels.
shout out to the vessels, the aunties, the grandmas, the godmoms,
Mm-hmm.
even friends, neighbors that
Yeah.
take on that position, man, because in our days we have that. I don't know about this new generation. Hopefully they have those vessels,
Yeah.
but I am grateful to just even get a recognition. If I didn't get nothing on Mother's Day, I wouldn't get mad about it. It's just a simple thank you, auntie, or thank you, godmom, or thank you, friend, for being that vessel when my parents couldn't, when my mom wasn't able to step in and be a mom. I thank God for vessels, aka placeholders. Without us, myself and PY, man, these kids, there's a lot of kids who will be lost in this world. Like
Yeah.
in the 80s, I had a lot of vessels. I had a next door neighbor that played that mom position. My mom wasn't really active in my life. So
Mhm.
I had a next door neighbor that played that position. I had teachers that played that position. So shout out to all the vessels that that's holding it down and being positive role models. We love you. Do you
Right.
feel like I'm gonna ask you guys this question. Do you feel like they should receive a Mother's Day gift?
I think that, and I think anybody who is a vessel in a child's life as a parent should receive and a gift may not have to be anything tangible, but a gift of thanks, a gift of love. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very important not to just say like a person that birthed somebody is a mother, but like we saying, like people that are vessels, people that are acting in that place as a parent. You know what I'm saying? They should all be treated, like a mother that gave birth. You know what I'm saying? I think when people think Mother's Day is because we put it in a box. You know what I'm saying? We put Mother's Day in a box. So it's like, damn, if you ain't really give birth to a person, can you really be that person's mother? But no, it's if you're a vessel, and you're a vessel as a parent, then you deserve to be, acknowledged. You know what I'm saying? I think it's about acknowledgement because not everybody's birth parents are able to be present in their lives. And I think it's important for people to recognize not everybody has a biological parent in their life. And those that are vessels for their child is more important. You know what I'm saying? Not more important, but it's as important, I meant to say.
Yeah. So,
You're
so
slick.
my
You good.
response,
That
yeah,
girl good.
you
That
stupid.
girl real good. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, I think that we should call them vessels because that's basically what they are. You know, that's basically what we are. We're there to still give love, care, nurturing, education, whatever, providing for them. When I was growing up, my brothers, both of my brothers had children, and I was like 13 when my brother had his first child. We used to have her so much, me in particular, that people thought she was my child. And it's like I'm 13 years old. But that's how it was. And then when I got around 16, my other brother, he had a child. And from the age of 16 until I was 18, 19, I would have to get them up. I would have to get them dressed. 5 o'clock in the morning, we would have to be at the bus stop. I would always be late to school because I would have to drop them off, take my niece and my other niece to my grandmother's house. So my niece could be taken to kindergarten. My sister had to go to middle school, and then it was me.
Damn,
And
you was making those moves on the bus?
I was doing all of that on the bus. Yes, on the bus. And my sister, she said to me, she's giving me Mother's Day's gifts before.
That's dope.
And she said to me, thank you for stepping up. Cause no shade, to anyone in our family, but my aunts, they didn't step in, so for me it was like I always saw my mom with other people's kids. I always saw my grandmother with other people's kids because they were teachers. And there was times where because of the daycare, some kids would be staying there. Some kids, were going through a little bit more than others. So
Yeah.
growing up and seeing that, it just made me be like, okay, if I have to, then that's what I have to do. Not that I have to, because we as vessels could make that decision and say, I don't got to step up and take care of this child because technically we didn't birth them. Honestly, that's not your responsibility. For somebody to say, I want to take on that role, for someone to say, let me step in, let me make this person a responsibility of mine, I think that they should be acknowledged. When I was a teacher, I used to do the same thing as a preschool teacher. I can't say who her grandfather is, but one of the little girls who was in my preschool class, she was 2, and she would always come to school dirty. Her hair would be messed up. She was Black and Hispanic. And her grandfather, like I said, I can't say who he is, but he is a public official. And what I would do was every day she would come, she would cling to me. I would take her to the bathroom. I start buying hair products. I would do her hair in the morning, get her dressed, wash her up. When she seen herself in the mirror every day after I did her hair, she would just be so happy. And now she's ready to play. Now she's ready to go up to other people and stuff, and it's like teachers, everybody, any woman that steps in for another child, I feel like us as vessels, I'm not saying that we deserve presents. I'm not saying that we deserve a day. I don't need all that. Acknowledge us, let us know that what we did, the time that we took, the energy, blood, sweat, tears, finances, all of that. Let us know that that meant something to you.
Agree.
Don't try to downplay what we give, because we give a lot that we really
I
don't do.
I
And that
agree
that that a
because
public official is some shit. Like, what the fuck? How you gonna be a public official and you got your grandchild coming to school looking homeless?
I'm gonna tell y'all about it after when we get off of here. I'll let y'all know who he is, and when I tell you who he is and everything that's going on, you're gonna be like, "Ain't no way." But yeah,
I agree with you, PY, because like I said, I give Mother's Day gifts, but it wasn't sentimental to me until my niece said what she said. That was the best gift. Just acknowledgement. Like
Yeah.
that made me cry. I'm not gonna lie. But I agree with you.
Time.
Yeah. Shout out to all the vessels.
All the vessels, the big sisters, the aunts, the godmothers, the stepmothers, the teachers, the lady who drive the bus, you feel me? The
Oh
lady at
yeah.
the corner liquor store who know that your mama ain't got it and she always giving you bread and cheese and everything on credit. You know, the next door neighbors. Shout out to all of y'all.
Shout
The
out to y'all. Shout
teachers.
out to y'all. So not. I had some neighbors that ain't want to feed me though. I ain't gonna say this neighbor name. They know who they is if they see this. I don't like how you ain't want to feed me and my brother because we was over there late and my mother was working late. But not that. You know what I'm saying? Don't be that neighbor.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay. Go ahead, get it off your chest. You know,
I'm
I
sorry.
already
That triggered me. I had to get it off my chest when she started shouting out neighbors.
see, I see. I agree.
Okay, Jamie, what are some things you can do that was yours?
What
Your
are
top.
some things that you can do to celebrate your mom without buying things?
Ding 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 ding.
Right? Okay, okay. So
Cook
what are some
dinner.
things you
Cook
can
dinner.
do? Go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, go ahead.
Oh,
You
okay.
can cook.
So,
Oh,
oh, go ahead.
you could cook dinner. You could if you want to do a DIY, if you broke like me, you could get a piece of paper like a printer paper, and you could get some crayons or some markers and get some roses. See if you got to step the DIY up as you get older. See, you get some rose petals from somebody's yard, a neighbor's yard. You can steal those; they free. You could go to their yard. You could go to their yard, get the rose petals, right? You gonna glue the rose petals on the printer paper that you folded up. You gonna write Hallmark on the back of the card. You gonna write Hallmark, and you gonna put 2.99, right? And then you open the card. You're gonna steal a quote out of a card in the CVS. You're gonna steal that exact same word from word. Do they get one at the Bible? Okay, and then you give them a scripture out the Bible. Boom. Thank you, Aunt Gladys, for letting me know that. You're gonna give them a scripture out the Bible. Boom. That's free 99. And you can steal roses from people's yard.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like something simple like getting up, making breakfast or dinner, whatever you prefer. Um, what else? Like you said, DIY, do it yourself. For those that don't know what that means, um, make a card. For me, this is what I would want my son to do. Get up, because he's starting to learn how to cook and he likes it too. So I would want you to just get up, make me some breakfast because I like breakfast. Um, just sit down with me and my favorite movie and just watch one of my favorite movies with me. Just spend time with me. Like you don't have to buy anything. I'm big on time because that's one thing you can't get back is time. So
Mm,
I would just appreciate if you was just to make me some breakfast, make me a card, and just sit on the couch with me and watch a movie. That's celebrate me personally.
that's sweet. That's sentimental.
Right. I'm big on sentimental. Like I'm so simple. I'm simple. I'm so
Yeah,
simple.
My Aunt Gladys said it's the thought that counts. My Aunt Gladys, that's what you said, Aunt Gladys? It's the thought that counts. It's not what you can give them, because you are love. It's the thought that really counts to make a difference. They're going out and buying.
You know what? Shout out to Aunt Gladys because I'm not even gonna put the shades on.
No,
Don't
that's
put the shades on with my aunt, bitch.
I literally just said I was you using profanity around your auntie.
Say she not.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Nah,
You
I'm sorry. I
yourself in
apologize.
therapy, bro. Like I'm just, what?
no.
So
I'm
aggressive.
sorry.
It's the thought that count.
That's right.
That's basically what I'm gonna do. I haven't spent the night at my mom's house for probably been about a year or two. So I said tomorrow I'm
Oh,
night at my mom's house, Friday night, and
That's
then
straight.
Saturday get up. You back, Jamie?
Yeah, somebody call me. My bad.
You good? Okay. Basically, what I was saying was that I haven't spent the night at my mom's house for since probably a year or two. So what I'm gonna do is on Friday, they gonna think I'm going home, but I'm not, and I'm gonna go home with my mom, and then on Saturday cook breakfast for my mom and my grandma, and
I love it.
just hang out before we go to my cousin's champagne party, and then just talk to them and.
You got a cousin named Champagne?
Go to
that's
my
a
cousin's
fin.
I know.
champagne party.
Oh, I thought
It's
she
a
said,
champagne
is her name
party.
Champagne or is it a
No,
champagne party?
it's a champagne party. It's
Even
drinking.
Auntie can
Yeah.
hear. Oh, I want to use so much profanity, but the way I was raised, ooh, you glad. You
No, it's
glad.
Oh, because you know how you said my
Like
cousin
it's
Champagne. I know somebody named Champagne. I got a friend named Champagne. That's why I asked.
not my
Ooh,
cousin's
you.
champagne party.
That's
like
what she
Oh,
said.
Champagne
like
party.
some people like to take
oh,
be on to the right a bath in champagne.
some people take baths in Champagne.
They real.
Oh, they some freaks. Oh man. Okay, my bad, y'all. My bad. Go ahead. Let me mute my side.
But yeah, so for all the viewers that's watching and you
Because
wanna
I'm
honor
respectful.
the mothers or mother figures in your life, acknowledge them, tell them how much you appreciate them, bring up, a memory, when
That's what I was going to tell you when you do that with your mom and grandma. Do that.
yeah, like bring
That's
up a
so.
great memory or bring up a memory that touched your heart or something that they maybe forgot. You ain't got to go to K's and all that and buy jewelry and all that. Just the sentimental things. They
Yeah,
still
you
like
don't.
arts and crafts. Your mom and your grandmothers and those mothers, they still like when we do arts and crafts.
You like arts and crafts, Gladys?
Uh-huh.
You like arts and crafts?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, you right. You right. Ain't this a Mother's Day episode? I gotta ask the mother if this right.
I got to be respectful. I want to use so much profanity, but Auntie in the car, so.
You can curse. My aunt heard me curse.
Go ahead.
Go ahead and curse. Say what the fuck you want, fat back bitch.
Nah. I'm just raised different.
Next topic, bringing awareness to the issues that mothers face in present times. What the mamas is going through right now. How can
Can
we
you say it again?
bringing awareness to what mothers are going through in present times?
Oh, I
Okay,
thought you was
I
gonna
think we
go.
can be.
bringing awareness. Bringing awareness. What are mothers going through right now? That in the times
Um,
that we
I
can bring.
think some mothers are going through. I think mothers are going through. They're going through not having a father in their life. A lot of moms are going through fatherlessness.
Other than the fatherlessness, we want to not talk
Oh,
about not having fathers. We want to stick on mothers. What are things
oh.
that mothers are
I
going through that we can bring
I
awareness?
feel I feel like mental health.
Mm.
Um some mothers are dealing with postpartum depression. Some mothers are dealing with depression,
Mm.
anxiety. As you guys know, I'm an open book. I deal with depression. I deal with anxiety. Um, that's a lot of weight on a mother because when you're a mom, you come last. Like for me, my son comes 0, 1, 2, 3, and then I come fourth. So I got to worry about his mental, like how's his mental, what is he dealing with? how's his day going? And then I have to think about me. I got to pay these bills. I got to do this. I got to be a mom. I got to be a present mom, an active mom. And let's just say I lost my job, or let's just say things happen. You just stacking, and pressure breaks pipes. Like, I really would like to talk about like mental health, because there's a lot of women that deal with that. And I like to watch a lot of like crime stories or history, and I see that some of these women kill their kids. Some do it because they spiteful, but some do it because it's really like a mental issue that they can't just come and talk to anybody about, because people won't understand. Some people don't understand your life. So I feel like the awareness should be women that's dealing with depression, postpartum depression, and it should be advocating like, where can you get this type of help from, or who can you talk to? I'm big on people seeking therapy. I feel like if you need somebody to talk to, seek therapy. Seek therapy. If you own a county, they have programs. Where PY? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. I feel like if you're on the county, they have programs where they provide services. If you have a decent job, they have EAP, where you can literally call and talk to someone about what you're dealing with. Because, like you said, women are vessels. Men are too, but we're talking about Mother's Day. Mothers are vessels, and we deal with so much. You have to deal with, how are we gonna put food on the table? Damn, the light bill is due
Yeah, you're
again.
making
We
a
just
mess.
paid the light bill.
Oh yeah,
Wait, we gotta
yeah,
add
that's true.
P. I think she said something.
Yeah, I'm about to add her back right now. Her phone, her screen froze. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know what the hell.
What the hell? What
I
happened?
What
don't.
the hell?
I don't know
What
what.
the
Somebody
hell?
tape?
It ain't no concert.
What the laptop?
Let me see.
What the laptop? What the laptop?
I don't know, y'all. My bad.
No, but Jamie, I do feel like I think that was a real good one you touched on. And my aunt agreed. Don't that look like a bird in the sky? Y'all can't see, but it looked like a bird in the sky. But I think that postpartum one, I think that's a humdinger right there, because I think when a lot of women, right, they had the babies, how you're supposed to put your baby on your body, that for you can imprint, the baby can imprint on you. But some
Uh-huh.
some mothers, right? Some mothers, like my mother, she would, I think she went to go into the postpartum, and my dad, put my body on his. You know what I'm saying? So I imprinted on my dad,
Mm-hmm.
because I think she was going through some postpartum, and so I think that's not talked about a lot. Does that make sense?
Agree.
What I'm saying?
No, no, no. I agree. People think postpartum is when a baby is a little baby. No, you can have postpartum when the baby is way older than 3, 4 years old.
Yeah. And some people can have it forever. You know that I learned that postpartum can be forever. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I can't hear her
Some
neither.
people
She
don't
is
never get
PY.
out of
Her
it. That's why
background
they be
loud.
beefing. Huh?
Your
What
background
is
loud.
Oh, my background loud? Let me roll my
You
window
said
up. My
you
fault.
said what about
I was
you?
saying basically, I don't forgot now.
Yeah, basically people can have postpartum for forever, over
Oh yeah, yeah,
1 month,
yeah, yeah.
2 months, 3 months. Yeah, I agree. I
Because
agree.
that's why some mothers be beefing with their daughters, because they never really like them coming out the womb because of the postpartum.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know that part, but yeah,
That's why
what's
it's important to go get help.
Not really,
Just like
because
I said about the
they
mental health.
can
That's
do
still
that too,
mental
and
health.
because some
I'm so confused on what's going on. What the hell? What the hell? Eliante. P, I apologize for my brother.
Okay. So basically, I agree with y'all. That's why you're supposed to go get help. Um, when you have the child, they say, hey, you can talk to this person, you can talk to this person. You know, after you had a child, you know, you do checkups and stuff like that. They ask you, how are you doing? How are you doing? How are you doing? Don't be afraid to speak up and say, hey, something don't feel right or something is off. You feel me? Because as a mother, you know that you got to take care of this child. You know that this child is going to be with you 24/7. If they offering the resources, if you know about the resources, if you feel like, you feel me, something chemically imbalanced, go talk to somebody. They're not going to take your kids because you go and tell them that, hey, something is off, I need help. They're going to try to help you first. You feel me? So go get help. But
that's a good, that was a good topic. That was a good one.
seriously, mothers, something that you can do to help a mother. If she has to take care of the kids, as far as she got to cook, she got to clean, get herself dressed, get them dressed, take them to school. Maybe, you know, help her out in that area. You know, help her with the kids every now and then. Or if you know that this mother has her kids 24/7 and she's not the type to just drop them off and be gone for 3-4 days. But if she's the type of mother that's in her child's life or children's life, take the kids for the weekend, you know, take them out the house a little bit. You know, it's a lot of things that we can do to help mothers to kind of ease that stress, you know. Just show up, you know, and be present. Ask her what she needs. That was something that I was reading up on, and they were saying, like, from, I guess, some studies that people don't ask, you know, are you okay? How are you feeling today? Do you need anything? Is it okay if I pick up whoop-de-whoop and I take them somewhere, just so you can have time for yourself? You know, communicate. Don't like think that because she's a woman, oh, she's strong, she got it all together. Like, at the end of the day, they are women. We are women. You know, we have emotional needs. You know, we're very emotional. So help us, ask us, you know, if you can help out in any way that you can, do it. If not, fall back. But
so do you feel like some women don't know that, like, mentally inbound, like they're not mentally there as far as dealing with mental postpartum depression? Do you feel like sometimes they just feel like they think they frustrated, but it's bigger than that? Like, these damn kids getting on my nerves, but it's something bigger than that mentally.
I think so. I think it's some of them who do probably ignore it as far as how serious it is. Like you said, maybe they probably just think the routine of every day, you know, is just getting to them, and I can't wait for the weekend, and I'll just, you know, redo it all over again. I'll relax and redo, you know. I feel like some of them women, especially if they're used to dealing with stress, they probably do misdiagnose that and just think, oh, okay, I'm just stressed out, but not really thinking post-traumatic stress syndrome. You feel me? Like, it's stress, you know, like, deal with the stress. But then at the same time, there are those mothers who, they know something is off, you know, and it's like, you're still not getting help. Not here to judge nobody. All we saying is, go get help. If you a little bit more angry than usual, you know, maybe something is off. Like, pay attention to your body, because the kids do. That's one thing that I noticed being a teacher. The kids do. The kids pay attention to their parents. I feel like more so some parents pay attention to their kids. The kids know and learn their parents' behavior. So when something is off, they'll come to school and talk about it. Mommy was fighting, you know, or this, that, and the other. They notice it. Even as much as you try to hide it, kids come from you. So they know when something is off with you. You know, so just pay attention to your own body, you know, your own mind, your own mental health. And if it's something off, go get help.
I agree. And like you said, for those to yeah, you want me to take your kid? I love that. I love that. And I
Mhm.
also would recommend for someone to ask them, I'm just here to listen. It's an open table. Tell me
Mhm.
exactly how you feel. Because a lot of people, me included, I want to express myself, but I'm afraid because I hold people's secrets. You tell me something, I'm not going to go tell Tom, Dick,
Mhm.
and Harry. So a lot of mothers are probably nervous, like, damn, the light bill is fucking due. I'm stressing, these goddamn kids getting on my nerves, this and that, and this and this and this and that. And then they feel relieved, right?
Mhm.
I had to get that off my chest. And then you go and tell Tom, Dick, and Harry. And
Yeah.
that's just another stress. Like, so if you guys want to show up for these women for their mental and they want to talk, listen and don't
Mhm.
tell everybody. You know what
Mhm.
I mean? My grandma used to say, well, my granny used to say, you better off going and telling a complete stranger than telling someone you know. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I'd rather talk to somebody that can relate to me or that gives good advice. So, yeah.
So if y'all need to talk to somebody, y'all can call for parents, period. You guys can call 1-855-4-parents. 1-855-4-parents. And you can talk to someone for free. They're
I'm here
not there
for it.
to judge you. They're not charging you. You can talk to them as long as you need to, as much as you need to. They have resources and they are there to help you. There are people that are on the phone and they are there to help you, listen to you, whatever. 1-855-4-parents.
Make sure you put that up on the little.
I got you.
What's your perspective, Smiles? Are you just looking?
I'm listening. I'm listening. No, no, I respect everything y'all said. I think that when it comes to parents and parents needing somebody just asking them, hey, what's going on, you okay? I think that's important. You know what I'm saying? I think it's also important to check on the people that didn't give birth. You know what I'm saying? Like we were saying, the vessels. Check on
Mhm.
the vessels.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times the people that are vessels, they feel the most unappreciated because number one, you're dealing with not being somebody's real parent and you're dealing with having a responsibility like a real parent. So then you get a lot of people feeling unappreciated. So I think it's very important for you to make sure that you're taking care of, those people that are being parents. I don't know if that makes sense.
It do. It makes sense. We all check on us all. You feel me? Make
Yeah,
sure we all straight.
because
Yeah,
mental
make
health
sure
is
your
real.
people straight, man. Mental health is real, and with mothers, you know what I'm saying. Especially, and I'm not saying the people that just had birth. When I say mothers, I'm including everybody, all vessels. It's hard, you know what I'm saying. It's hard for women. I think. Not. I think. I know. I know it's hard for women when it comes to kids. You have a lot of factors. You have a lot of factors that come into play.
Mhm.
So, you know.
Yeah, shit. Just like PY, shoot, getting up at leaving the house at 5 a.m. So what? You have to wake up at 4 and still be late for school.
And
Shoot,
I was
that's a
a
mental
girl.
breakdown. Yeah, you was a
I was a
child
girl.
yourself.
Yes. We used to live in the jungles. We was staying in the jungles. My first time ever living in Los Angeles. I never lived in LA before. Never rode the bus in LA, and I sure did do it.
Oh, so you was on that. Yeah. And where did you have to travel from the jungles to where?
So we had to catch the bus, the first bus, I think that's Jefferson or something like that. We had to walk to Jefferson, catch that bus. That bus would take us to Avalon and Vernon, and then have to catch the 51 or the
I was
52
about to say,
because
I
the
know anything
52.
about Avalon 51.
So Avalon and Vernon, then from Avalon and Vernon to Avalon and Walnut, because I had to get off the bus and
That's
take them to
Carson.
Carson to my grandmother's house. Then I would have to get back on the bus and go to the Harbor Station and then walk to Gardena High School. So that's why I was late every day. I failed my first semester in 12th grade because I mean, I had to be there for them. So
Yeah, see, sacrifices that the vessels make, man. So
yeah.
nieces and nephews and sister, you hear this, you give her flowers now. I'm not talking about real flowers, like the ones that she can appreciate. Thank you, auntie. Thank you, big sis. I appreciate you. Yes.
I will say though, to the people that are mothers, though, I will say I commend you because I'm going through I have nieces, I have a little man, they're getting older, you got puberty, some are adults, and I'm going through the ones who don't want to listen, the ones who want to act crazy, and I know you wasn't raised like that. So I'm not a mother, but seeing that, it's like now I kind of see, how a mother may feel when they see their child, and it's like, I raised you different, and the I see it, So for the ones who are mothers, y'all, that you have to deal with it, they stand with you. This your child, this come from you. I never really understood how parents feel when they see their kids act crazy. Now that I'm kind of experiencing it and I'm going through it, I commend y'all for real for
So
holding us.
how how do you feel about mothers that raise their kid perfect, right? In a good neighborhood, perfect, best life ever. How do you feel about their kids growing up and living a totally different lifestyle and just wilding out, being bad, and the parents is like, I'm done. Like, you're 16 years old, you'll figure it out.
But that's what, like I said, I'm seeing it. When I was a teenager and I had all these kids, I didn't rebel. I wasn't in the street. I didn't have sex. I was a virgin. And I thank God that I had these kids. You feel me? Because it kept me from doing the things that my friends were doing the things that girls my age were doing that they had no business doing, but that's what they wanted to do. When I see my niece, over the last few years and all the things that she has done, it's sad because it's like, I know you weren't raised like that, and as a parent to see that, because it's like, you got to think about it. Parents, you working, first of all, you go to death door having a child. That's number one. You
That's the
literally,
closest thing to death when women have babies.
the doctors say it. That is literally the closest thing to death. Like, you are
Oh
at death's
God, yeah.
door having a child. So for one, you almost died having that child. You had to carry that child, your whole body rearranged, your emotions, your mental, everything. You had to adjust your life. So when that child comes, this is what I have to do. You had to work multiple jobs, or you had to work long hours. You had to financially take care of that child. It was nights you probably didn't eat. You feel me? It was times where that child wanted Jordans and you knew you couldn't afford it, but you did it for your baby. All the sacrifices, the blood, sweat, and tears, the prayers, staying up all night praying for your child. And then to see your child grow up, and it's basically like, I ain't talking about living a lifestyle. Whatever lifestyle you want to live, that's you. But out here, you going back and forth to jail, or you being a menace to society, or you out here sleeping around with this one, and this one. And it's like, I know for a fact you didn't see that growing up with me. I feel for parents. That's why I say I commend them, because I know what I did as a placeholder, as a vessel. So
shout out to Small.
Yeah, I ain't gonna let women don't let you know what I learned? Women don't let shit go. They can say they let it go, but motherfuckers, they don't let shit go. Motherfucker.
you have to bring it up every damn.
Elephant memory ass motherfuckers.
But not like, it was nights, like I told y'all about the little, I think I told Smiles, I used to call it a certain meal, if she remember. I used to eat potatoes and I used to eat bread. So
Yes.
kids could eat. And that is all I ate. I would eat potatoes and bread because potatoes and bread sustains you. Yeah. They ate breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So to see them grow up and to have them have one out there tripping, it's like, I see where parents be like, I ain't have to do this. Brought you in this world. I'll take you up out of here with the quickness. You feel me? Because it's like, why you playing with me?
I don't think a lot of times, I don't think it has a lot to do with, this is my personal opinion, right? I don't think how a kid chooses to live their life, I don't think has a lot. The how they were raised, it has some weight, but I don't think it has a lot of weight because at the end of the day, right? You got to think kids are developing themselves based on who they're around. You know what I'm saying? They're not around their parents all the time. They're around other people's kids. You know what I'm saying? And they're around and they out in society. So I think when it comes to kids who grew up in the suburbs and maybe come from a two-parent household, I think it's more so what they are seeing as acceptable. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I didn't grow up in the ghetto, but I grew up in it wasn't the super bad hood. It was a hood, but it was like a suburb hood, like a sub hood. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't raised crazy, but what was around me, like my environment. If I decided that I wanted to be in the streets, I could have definitely chose that path to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's more so about the child's mindset and determination and where they don't want to be. You know what I'm saying? And if they scared straight, because I was really scared to commit crimes, and that's because of my parents. So that's the catch 22. So although I could have chose a life of crime, I did not want to do that because my mother scared the shit out of me.
So that one is a twofold because scientifically and biologically, it has been proven kids form who they are by the age of 5. That's why it's very important how you raise your child. Because by the time they're 5 years old, even if they go out in the street when they get older and do something, if they were taught to do the right thing, they always gonna come back and do the right thing. When you talk about environment, that's why I say it's a twofold, because it can be that the biological, and it can also be the environment that they were raised in.
Agree.
When your child goes out into the street, like, okay, I'll use myself for example. I was raised in the church. I was raised very strict. You feel me? I didn't see a lot of I didn't know what gangbanging and stuff was literally until I got to high school. That's when I learned the different streets in this hood don't get along with them and all that, etc. I could have went that way, but I wasn't raised like that. I chose not to. And I chose not to because for me, it was about accountability. If I go out there in the street and I do XYZ, who am I going to have to be accountable to? Like you said, my mama, I don't know about y'all mamas. Maybe y'all mama's okay with y'all coming home pregnant at 14. My mama not having that. You feel me? No, seriously. It was standards. You feel me? And then it's like it was respect. You have respect. I feel like a lot of people when they get out there in the street, you disrespect yourself. And you not only disrespect yourself, like when parents say, when you out there, that represents me. No, it does represent them. It really does. Agree. That's why parents feel so bad when their kids get in trouble, because it's like, I did not raise you that way. Yes, you're going to go out there, have your own experiences, but when you disrespect yourself, you're disrespecting me. I told my niece, she was having a situation with the father of her child before she got pregnant. It was already issues. And I told her, I said, what you don't understand is when he hurts you, when you cry, we cry. It hurts us. Why? Because we raised you. We got to see all that pain and suffering that you're going through. And we know you don't have to go through it, but you're choosing to go through it. And when you chose to go through that pain and that hurt, you chose to drag us through that pain and that hurt. Being a parent, like I said, I commend y'all because those kids come from you. Y'all feel when y'all child pass away. When my mama called me when my brother passed away and I'm on the phone telling her, nah, I don't think that's true. She said, I know my son is gone. I feel my child is gone. You feel me? So I just feel like at the same time, parents, kids got to you got to look at where your parent coming from. It seemed like we don't realize that until we get older, and then all our consequences come back to haunt us. You feel me? And it's like, oh, mama was right. Oh, grandma was right. Auntie was right. Godmom was right. So if y'all see where we coming from with that, then maybe it'll make you guys understand why we feel so hurt when y'all go through the stuff that y'all go through. It's not so much like I'm ashamed of you. I know parents say that I'm ashamed of you. They're not ashamed of you. They are hurt.
They hurt. That's it.
They are hurt.
They just hurt. They
No, they being
sacrifice
ashamed. No,
they
y'all better
they
stop.
sacrifice
Y'all better stop.
they
Stop trying to lie.
they
They be hurt.
sacrifice they
Parents be. Parents be disappointed, nigga. Parents be real loud disappointed, nigga.
So right now, this episode, we are kind of trying to stay on the positive as far as the parents is concerned. So we'll get to the kids when we get to that episode. When we do Father's Day,
All
we
right.
will be on the positive when it comes to the fathers. That's why we're not bringing up fathers now. And I thank you guys for not talking about no deadbeats or nothing. Because when these days come up, we need to stick to the positive and bring awareness to these people instead of bringing our own pain or our own trauma into it. You feel me?
yeah,
Or what's going on in society as far as the negative. So we just
Yeah.
yeah.
stick on the fact that don't hurt your parents. You feel me? Do
Yeah. Don't hurt your parents.
talk to them.
Yeah,
See
I
what
feel I feel like for me, I was sheltered. My aunt was a deacon. We was heavy in church. I went to church Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was always in
oh,
church.
I was raised in the church, but I ain't live there.
I lived
Now
there.
I stayed in the church. I was off my Jamie shit.
And,
Shit, swear to
and
God.
when I got a piece of freedom, I rebelled. It was like a drug to me.
Mm-hmm.
And my grandma taught me better than that. My great aunt taught me better than that. My granny taught me better than that. So I feel like no matter how much you instill so much into your kids, it depends on them. Like how much your mom instilled or your grandma instilled into you, PY, you understood it. Me, I rebelled. It was like a
No,
drug.
the core values that they instilled in you. Do you steal?
No,
Do you kill?
no.
Do
Well,
you
I did steal out of Kmart when it
do
was a
you
Kmart.
intentionally do anything to hurt people? Because that's just you want to see people hurt. The core values that they instilled in you, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not
Okay, got
talking
you.
about just how they just raising the core values they instilled in you, even though you rebelled. The adult that you are, you can say right now, the stuff that they taught me, the morals and the values, I'm instilling in my child. I don't
Amen.
hit nobody car, you feel me? And I keep on going. I'm not out here depositing checks in the bank trying to take
Come
from others.
on.
The core values you still got. That's why you a good person still to this day. And that's why you're raising a phenomenal young man. You
Amen.
didn't know
Right.
your
Okay, got you.
values.
Right.
You may have rebelled, but what they instilled in you, that's why you are who you are today.
Got you. Got you. So
Facts.
let me tell you a
That's
quick
strong.
story. I know someone that raised three boys in a church. The mom, two-parent household, the mom had a government job and the dad worked for the airlines.
Man.
Put them in private schools, phenomenal. Had multiple businesses and still greatness in them. One is currently in prison fighting a murder case.
Damn.
One just beat a murder case, and the other one is not doing nothing. So she sat down with me and was just having a heart to heart, and she felt like she failed as a parent. And
Mm-hmm.
I was just like, me personally, I was like, that's just the choices that these individuals made. Like basically what you just told me. Like
Mm-hmm.
you instill greatness in these kids, but sometimes they go off rail and it's not
Mm-hmm.
your fault. You can't blame yourself for the
Mm-hmm.
situations that these grown men make or women, whatever, but I'm talking about the
Yeah.
person I know. Grown men make. So I agree with you. It's like I feel like parents, if you dealing with issues like I just said, don't feel like you failed as a parent. It's just the
Yeah.
decisions that they made, man. You instill greatness in them, and they just chose to go a different route.
That's
And
just like what I did, like what I was saying. Like, even though, like what you said about this, the facts is the facts. But like, if you raise your kids on a strong foundation and they choose a life of crime and doing bullshit, that's not on you. That's on them. They ruined their life. You did what you were supposed to. You gave them the foundation, like my parents did. They gave me and my brother the foundation, and it's our choice whether or not we wanted to follow that foundation. Because if you raise your kids on the foundation, I don't care how far they stray away from you or God, they're gonna always come back if that foundation is laid right.
Straight up.
Yeah. So
So our
parents, don't feel like you failed. You did a phenomenal job. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Clap, clap, clap.
next topic is yours, Jamie, and it's about how do you honor mothers that are no longer living?
Oh, you like that topic, huh? You said the whole topic on that one, huh? You
I like that one.
I feel like there's a lot of people like you, PY, and Smiles. You guys are able to celebrate your mom. Me, I'm not able to celebrate my mom. My mom passed when I was 17, 18. But at that time, she really wasn't like in my life. But I still wanted,
Mhm.
everybody else taking pictures with their mom. I wanted to do that, but
Mhm.
my mom passed. For those that currently dealing with their mom just passed or passed and they was real close to their mom, I'll say still acknowledge them. Don't ever forget that you have a phenomenal mom. I'm pretty sure people have pictures of their mom.
Mhm.
Um, it might sound crazy, but talk to that picture like, man, I love you, mom. Like, happy Mother's Day. Go to the grave site if she got buried or cremated. Um, take a shot, whatever type of mom you had. Take a shot for your mom, whatever. But I feel like even though that parents are deceased, I feel like in some way we should recognize or take recognition to great mothers that unfortunately passed and they're not able to celebrate.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, I think it's important making sure people, celebrate those moms that are no longer here. You know what I'm saying? Because a child losing a parent is very tough, and it always feel like you lost them yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
it's a feeling that'll never heal. And so people should always want to recognize those lost parents. And another way you could do that too is like writing a letter to your parent and going to their graveyard and reading that letter to them.
yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
those some definitely honor them because at the end of the day, even though they're not here physically, they still were here. It doesn't take away what they did from you. I know that I go to the cemetery because my friend is over there, little man's mom is over there. So I see when people go and some people they camp out, at the gravesite and they got blankets and they got food, barbecue, and this music, and they make it basically, like a family event. They're just at their mother's resting place or
Hmm.
grandmother's resting place, but I decorate. So then when his aunt does bring him up there, he can see that I never want it to be bare. I never want him to go up there and there's nothing there. Um,
Right.
I have a friend who shout out to my homeboy, Chubby Boy. His mom passed away, and I know that what he does, he always like shares something on Facebook, like a memory or something, or
Yeah.
shot for his mom. I'll even hit him up, on Mother's Day. How's how you doing? Happy Mother's Day. I know your mom is not here. He'll talk to my mom. I have a homegirl who lost her mom, and I check up on them because I don't know what it feels like not to have a mother there. But a lot of people don't do that. They don't check up on
Right.
people whose parents are no longer here when these holidays come up.
That's true.
Make sure they okay, because they looking at everybody else like little man have said to me. I see people, with their moms, so it's like check on your people, make sure that they okay too. Thank God as well that you had that person, that mother in your life. If you believe in God and you believe they passed away and went to heaven, thank God for them so he can let them know. You feel me? Because that's where they at. They resting. You feel me with him.
Yeah.
So Honor them.
Yeah,
You can. Don't let their memory die because they still here.
I agree. I agree.
for sure.
I agree.
For sure.
Yeah,
It's
For
I
sure,
definitely
man.
would. Because my best friend invited me to her grandmother, her birthday is in like August, and she was like, you want to come to the gravesite? We go there, we decorate, and we cook and stuff. I always see other people do it, but I've never been a part of it. I was like, that's just gonna be weird. Like, that shit is dumb. And I actually went, even though I didn't know the lady, I felt like relieved and and I felt at peace, like, damn, she's really loved. There's like 20 people here, and we sitting here laughing and drinking and barbecuing and decorating her grave site. And I was like, wow, like, it's like you're not forgotten. Like, we still recognize you as a great mom, a great vessel, a great placeholder. Like, I like it.
I never believed in that stuff. Like I never went to cemeteries. I never would go to funerals. I only went to hers because of how close we were and then her child. So that was my
Yes.
first ever experience as far as like my brother, he had a funeral, but he wasn't buried. He was cremated. So that was my first experience actually going through the whole thing, even with my
Gotcha.
dad. I haven't been to the cemetery that my dad is. I've never visited. He's been deceased since 2015. I've never visited. But I do see, like, when I go there, it's kind of weird because it'd be like, for me personally, I'm not sitting there doing barbecues and stuff like that. That's just me. But when I'm there, it's just, I don't know. The feeling is like the person is not there, but the person is there. You know, the wind blows a certain type of way. You start feeling like, because I know me, I look like, all right, Shapri, you feel me? What's up? You know, so yeah. Now that
I
I
love
have
it.
someone to go celebrate at the cemetery, now I understand, why people do it, and I don't think people should be ashamed. Do it. Continue to honor
So,
your mothers.
so how does little man feel when he go and celebrate his mom and visit his mom?
I don't take him. His aunt takes him.
Okay, got you.
I've only been there with him when she first was buried. Her first birthday that came about the following year, I think it was, we went up there for like an anniversary of her death. But um he tells me, like, when he comes to my house, he doesn't ask me to go over there. Like, he doesn't ask me to take him there, but I have a picture of her, and he'll look at the picture, stuff like that, or he'll tell me, like I told you, I get my hair done a certain type of way because he wants to see that. And then he'll talk to me like, I wonder, if my mommy was here, or how was my mom. He'll ask me questions about her, but never, when he comes to my house, ever, he never asked me to take him over there.
Mm.
Yeah.
So I have a question. So, like you said, celebrating moms that are not here, and you said your homeboy lost his parent. I mean, his mom, but he lost his mom at an older age where he can remember her forever.
Yeah.
But what about like little man? What advice would you have for someone that lost their parent at the age of 8 years old, 6 years old, and they remember them now, but
Mhm.
when they 13, 15, 16, like, do they still go and acknowledge or give them acknowledge that, this is my mom, this and this, because at that young age, eventually they kind of like the memory kind of fades away, I guess, the memory of your parent, because you were young, you were so young when they passed. So my question was like, how do you like implement that with someone that lost their mom at the age of 6 and now they're 16, 17?
For me, I never let him forget.
Okay.
When he first started asking me this year, he started asking me things about her. How was she? Did she like, was she this type of way? Did she like to laugh? Did she like to this and that? And at first when he asked me, it bothered me. Not bothered me, I guess it kind of stunned me a little bit, because I'm still dealing with my own pain of her passing away. So at first it was like, why are you asking me that? But then I had to say, okay, let me check myself. I know why he's asking me that. So I'm, like I said, I make sure her picture is right in my living room. It's right there. So when he comes, your mother is right there.
That's good.
I have every single phone that I have. I met her in 2013, I believe. So from 2013 until she passed in 2021, I have every single cell phone. So I have videos of her laughing. I have pictures. I have voice recordings of her tripping on me sometimes. That's not nothing I will play for him now, but if he gets older, and because I do music, she used to sing. I have like 2 songs with her voice on it, so it's like, you don't prepare for this stuff. You don't think about, oh, if they pass away, I got this, I got this, I got this. But I can't,
bro.
At certain stages of his life, as he gets older, I could say when we in the car rolling, when he's 13, 14, put on the CD and he like, who is this? That's your mom.
That's dope.
I have things that I can still share with him about his mother as he gets older, to where he never loses his mom. Like, don't throw everything at him right now. He's 10. When he's 11, at that year, what are we going to do? 12. Okay, now I'm going to share this. 13. Okay, now I'm going to share this. Or it's his 13th birthday. I'll give him the CD. I'll give him a video, or print out all the pictures that I have in my phone, so he can have, when your mom was turned 20, this is what she looked like. When she had her 21st birthday, this is what we did, things that are not negative, positive. But I feel like for somebody that lost a mother or parent at a young age, I feel like, don't throw it at them all at one time. Gradually. It's a movie that's
baby steps.
It's a movie that's coming out. I don't know the title, but I saw the commercial. This boy's mother, they didn't have, I guess, the best relationship. He was a teenager. He started rebelling. Anyway, the doctor told her she was going to pass away. So she knew she wasn't going to be here by the time he turned 21. So after she passes away, he finds this note that she left for him. The note had a key. He goes to a storage unit. It made me cry watching this commercial. From the time, I think he would have been like 14, 15. I think he was like 13 when she passed. So like 14, every single year she had a present. 16, in the storage unit was a Mustang she bought for him, a brand new Mustang. Then when his prom would come, she had the suit, she had the corsage for the girl, she had everything. And everything had a note on it. When you turn 18 and you go off to college, this is for this. When you turn 21 or when you get married, this is for this. And it was a whole storage unit. So when I saw that, I said, okay, bro, like,
that is dope.
I said, I'm on the right track. I think all parents should do that. You feel me? If a person should do that. If a child lost somebody young, every year, take years, you feel me? So they remember that person. What you need?
Got a little fight.
Right. I'm hungry. I'm doing bad. I'm smacking too, huh? I'm horrible. Look.
You big smacking.
It's a ginger chew. I'm hungry, y'all.
Oh no, my grandma and my mama on them things. Them things spicy, man.
No, they're not.
They are. Ginger is spicy.
My girl said
that
ginger too, is spicy. I don't think they are.
Yeah, just a little bit.
The benefits of it is phenomenal. So at least with some ginger.
It's phenomenal. So
I actually been eating avocados every day because the doctor told me that the avocados for the females, it keep you right.
It keep you right.
I'm on that.
Okay.
No. No.
I love avocados too. Avocados with some eggs. Have y'all ever did this? You get an avocado, cut it in.
What she said?
Have y'all ever cut an avocado in half Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
You said what?
Can y'all hear me?
Mhm.
I said
Yes.
I have
That's what she showed like right now.
salt, pepper, hot sauce, and then
This bitch got an
I
Android.
know what she's saying. She's
yeah.
saying
Did y'all hear what I said?
have you ever ate an egg with avocado with some salt and pepper and hot sauce? Yes. That's
Yes.
Yes.
Bomb.
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I love me some avocado.
I love avocado.
So for the mamas that's watching,
This is a good episode, man.
Go ahead.
an avocado a day will keep your vajayjay straight.
And pineapples too. You
Hold on,
know,
pineapple.
pee you straight though. But for the ones that like eating vagina,
How
pineapple.
you know pee straight?
Oh, so you what is it?
No, I'm not saying that pee vagina is not straight, but I'm just saying you saying it as if you was a motherfucker.
What are you talking about?
I'm gonna just twist my hair.
Right. What the fuck is she talking about?
Am I twisted?
She on coke.
When we all get around each other, hey, bro. So y'all want to really start like a GoFundMe? I think we should start a GoFundMe. If that white lady could raise 700,000 and she called that child a nigger, I think that we can raise money so we can all get around each other. What y'all think?
Yeah, I think we should. I think that'll be dope.
I want to do that.
Yeah, I'm down. I want to see this mansion because I live in a shoebox.
Yeah, we're gonna raise some money. So then we go to Washington first, then we go to Arizona, and then we come to LA. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do a GoFundMe.
All right, let's get it going. I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, I don't know how to do a GoFundMe.
I know
sure that heathen do. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that heathen do.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah. You know how to do a GoFundMe?
Huh?
Do you know how to do? Do you know
Can y'all
how
hear
to
me?
do a?
Do you know how to do a GoFundMe?
Is Auntie still in the car?
My phone breaking up like shit.
We may have to
Android.
end this.
Like shit.
Yeah, we do.
We may have to end this so we keep this episode. Y'all want to hop on live or something, but I don't think that her service. Let's keep going still. They call me PYT, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. Happy Mother's Day.
This is PYT girl, the one and only.
They call me TTRA.
She just waited till I start talking just to talk over me.
They call me TTRLA.
All right, this your girl, the one and only Jamie B.
I know. It's breaking up. I can't hear nothing.
Okay, end it, Smiles.
Thank you, because she did that. Watch her end it right now.
Okay, I can't hear the phone breaking up.
Yeah. Say, man, it's Street Top Radio LA.